Hey, what's going on, guys? Mike here again, another quick video. This time I'm showing you how to pull a dent using a stud welder. This is going to be a couple step process of, I'm going to show you next how to body fill and prep for paint and stuff like that. So this is a Harbor Freight stud welder, nothing wrong with it, fairly cheap, about $100. Even comes with a slide hammer. These are good. So basically you want to prep your panel. I angle grinded it down. There was a pretty nasty dent here. The stud will not weld onto any paint, so you have to basically put it down to bare metal for the stud to stick. The Harbor Freight comes with two types of studs, one like a 2mm tip or a 3mm tip. For newer cars with thinner panels, thinner metal, you want to use basically the thinner studs. Obviously, the heavier studs you might want to use with like the old body, like iron steel type. You basically insert the stud here and look for your dent. And this is going to be spring loaded, so you basically press down and your stud is welded on. Basically what happens is when you have a dent, the metal around the dent basically stretches, so you want to pull it out. You're going to insert your slide hammer. With your slide hammer, basically there's a wheel that grips on to the stud, and if you can see close up, you can see the body panel flex. So basically what you're going to do is you use a slide hammer to, if you look closely, pop out the dent. And you can use you would probably want a auto body hammer with a kind of a pointed end, and you would tap around the dent. And basically what you're doing is you're making small dents around the actual dent to make sure that the metal doesn't pop back in. You release it out. You can use dikes to cut off the stud, or I basically simply just wiggle it and the stud will just break off. Then you would take your angle grinder and you grind off the excess stud. And now we're going to be ready for to fill with body filler and prep for paint. So that's part two. Our first step is basically popping out the dent as much as you can. Reason being is that the more body filler you use, the more likely it's going to crack. And it's just you want to use as least amount of filler as you can. Okay, so for part two.